We're Nora. Nothing could make us leave
Curiosity is
the
for
sacred land.
dreamers,
Dead.
not for braves.
Killers still roam free. Oh, Mother, help us find them.
The bravest of us have gone to All-Mother's embrace. What hope do the rest of us have?
It hurts now.
How's it going, everybody? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is JDogX211, right back from where I last started. In case it isn't obvious, all I did was save that video, and now here I am going at it again. So, like I just said, gonna clear out this area since it's right on the way. Then, going to go to this cauldron and get the new overrides for all the other machines in this area. If it's Sigma, that should include the grazer, right? The grazer, the scrapper, sawtooth, and the Lancehorn. Haven't seen them yet, but that's where you get the chill water from mostly. That and metal vessels.
My own downside.
I'll explain those later.
Should've got
Anyway.
out of there quick.
The border's closed. We won't stop the corruption.
Like I said, if you listen, like I said in the last time, if you listen around here, you'll hear all kinds of things.
That's from corruption.
But before I go anywhere,
Sorry to spoil your fun.
what does that come to now? Training dummies, really? 20? In that case, I think I know where the last one is. Right here, there should be a bandit camp, and I remember that there should be... Maybe... No, that's Day Tower, so... Right about here. There should be a bandit camp, and there'll be a dummy right there. I know that for a fact. So, like we heard from Maria, there's corruption all throughout the valley, and I can't move on until I A, get to Day Tower, all the way over yonder, and all these red zones are cleared. I don't actually have to clear all of them, but I do have to clear 2 of them. There's a couple back here. I'll fast travel to that one while I'm doing Sanctuary. And I'll clear these out while I'm clearing out the whole valley. Got a few collectibles, got a few this, that, and the other thing, and a bandit camp here too. So I'm not going to be bored. But wait until you meet these things if you haven't played this game already. Some real life dragons right here. One that huffs fire and one that blows ice. But for now... One thing also to remember.
That first moment after the rain.
As you can see from this, that's what a regular grazer is. You can see its level 8 all the way up there in the top left, and you see the emblem of its cauldron and it's the cauldron emblem there as well. See how it's in red? That's because I haven't figured out how to override these yet. Of course, there's no watcher around. If I could override it, it'd be blue. That's scanning its body. There's its blaze canisters. Shows its weakness, fire and tear. And the rotator blades. Those are just weak to tear. But remember that. This guy is a level 8. We're about to meet some corrupted ones. And they, I think, are level 15. There. Also, you can see they're red instead of just yellow. Instead of just yellow hostile or blue. See? That X mark, corrupted. And they're level 15s, so they're almost twice as strong.
Those machines. You can see the corruption coming off them like smoke. Time to clear them out. unusual. The flames, they're burning it.
Yuck. You also gotta be careful of this. Wherever they walk, they leave like a trail of sickness. You step on that. If you step on that, you'll get infected as well. Real key about it. Metal burn. You can only get it from corrupted machines.
This poison seems almost to eat away at metal. Maybe that's what drives the machines mad. Might find a way to use it someday.
Yep. One other thing of note. This road happens to also be frequented by a bandit clan. So, it's a good idea to be careful. Oh. Yeah, it seems I stumbled on their hunting ground. I think it was my pig. Ah, there it is. Let me see. There's a freeze billowback right around here. Bingo. Or no, I guess it's a fire billowback. Swollen with volatile liquid cargo, it can spray streams of its cargo to engulf its enemies. True that, this thing will either hurl fireballs or it'll open its mouth like a flamethrower. The good news is, though, it can't spray without the gullet, and it has no ammunition without the cargo sack. And they, of course, are blatant and easy targets. Rest of it, though, is a little, okay, suffice it to say, it's extremely heavily armored. A real-life dragon. But y'all gotta look at it before I leave. There should actually be two around here. One fire and one ice. There. One freeze billowback and one fire billowback. Same unit, but, as the name suggests, one's weak to fire, one's weak to ice, and they both spray the opposite. Now, but back to the mission at hand. I don't think I can override them after I get this one, but I can override plenty of other much more common machines, so I will be taking that.
This machine yet. Need to find a way to run it.
Lance Horn. Agile and confident when provoked in combat with its large drilling horn that can cause severe damage. Sit down and shut up. Irksome as all hell. Now, where was I? Huh. My focus is blue. That means... Ah! Powerful processing core of unknown design nearby. Oh boy, and the Shellwalker convoy. I gotta give it to the guys who created this game. I mean, really. Using a hermit crab as a transport and cargo hauling device. Prioritize protecting its cargo above all else, utilizing energy shield and shock ranged attacks. It's true. We got here a genuine lightning gun that it also uses to smash whatever comes across it. And the opposite serves as will actually create an energy shield, a lot like what my shield weaver armor does. Hard to tell which one's more annoying. Ah, good, it's leaving. Don't get me wrong, I can take care of that shell carrier, no problem. But doesn't mean I want to. I can't believe I missed that. Oh well.
I didn't let you call for help. This must be the cauldron Drow was talking about. There's gotta be a way in, somehow. Looking good.
Now, time to hack this door.
Quite a door. But how to open it?
Raining beady motherfucking bitch. And here I come. Yeehaw! Gotta wonder how long it took her to practice that. Alright. Two things. One, cauldrons like this serve as I guess you can call a dungeon crawl for the whole thing. And once it's completed, everything that has the Sigma insignia, as you can see there on the top left, will then be able to be overridden by you. Which, as I said, should be grazers, scrappers, lance horns, sawtooths. Yep, these guys are G, and that's Rho. Oh, and you can't override these guys. Anything that's, you know, corrupted can't be overridden, and you can't override corruptors or deathbringers. The other thing, of course, is that you find these all over the place. But of course, these don't look like regular supply containers, now do they? But you find them at regular enough intervals, so they're still useful.
The metal, the light. It's like this entire place is part of some huge machine. But who made it?
Not who. What? And his name is Hephaestus.
That thing looks like a triangular pipe. What's it for? I'll give me some cover if I need it.
I was probably supposed to shoot that with a bow. In this kind of place, stealth really isn't helpful. So, needless to say, in these kinds of enclosed spaces, stealth isn't really all that useful. Ordinarily, you'd zap one of these with your bow.
Those things are moving components around. I wonder where.
Another thing that's useful are these. I guess I can't show you, but these things are by and far the most helpful plants in the whole game. You would not believe just how much they give. Also, rats. The only thing other than the machines that you find down here are rats. And they are helpful for crafting. There's an actual trader in Meridian who will trade you for their tiny meat. And of course, rat bones and rat skins are useful when it comes to... Rat bones and rat skins are useful for crafting. I said before, anything yellow is interactable with. If you don't know where to go, look for something in a cauldron, look for something that might be glowing yellow. Odds are, you're supposed to climb it. Oh wow. Psychedelic.
That thing near the gap. What does it do?
Console vulnerable design, may be vulnerable to military grade override.
Oh, very helpful.
Ooh, free shit. Be more helpful if I could use those metal vassals, but I don't. And I was just down there, so now I go up. Open sesame.
It looks like those flying machines move components around. Might be able to take me somewhere.
Maglev convey of unknown design can support human weight.
Might regret this. That's true. Machines are built in these places. But why? By who? That's the heart of it all. It's gotta be. So how do I get inside?
Where it drops me off, I'm gonna make it to it.
I've got as far as this thing will take me.
Right to the back of this. Now, eh.
Just one twist. There. Things are glitching.
One thing I will also say, alright, and that's actually the second biggest fight you will have for a while. I would have much preferred to use a harvester arrow, but we all have to make do with what we have at times. And it was not going to play nice. Let me think. What else can I say about a shell? Oh, right. One important thing about a shell walker. After it dies and it explodes, the crate on its back is also destroyed. If you destroy the crate harvesters that hold it in place, or if you don't destroy it while taking the rest of it apart, you can harvest what's inside it and then loot the machine. But obviously, if you destroy the lightning gun, the power generator underneath it, and the shield claw, and you kill the whole machine, then you lose the crate. And sometimes you can be surprised with some of the goodies that you get inside. As you can see, these are all Shellwalker crates. Large, conformative, very stackable. They carry a surprising amount of goodies inside, and very, very helpful. Let me see if I'm heading in the right direction. That, I believe, is the energy source of the whole thing. Not quite sure what that is. Unless it's the furnace. That might be the smelting. That might be the smelting point where it's taking all the good stuff and melting it down. Oh, and of course, I could have avoided that whole fight if I was willing to climb these. Oh, what fun would that be? I swear there was a spot around here you could climb up and you found some good stuff. Then again, maybe I'm just mistaken. Yeah, I think I'm mistaken. So yeah, it was possible to avoid that whole fight if you don't feel you're up to it. Just fire weave. Ah. Override you. As you can see, I got plenty of potions, so I don't need to worry about maintaining my health. So I'm just going to switch back to my regular armor. Hard to believe this whole thing was dug out of the inside of a mountain. But I suppose when you're using nanotech, that can basically convert anything into anything. Probably converted all the stone into like actual minerals. Or perhaps there was already an ore site here and it just literally dug out what it was using. And then, while it was digging out, when it was digging out the material, it just reshaped it essentially and turned it into its own base.
Almost to the heart.
I'm trying to remember. This place is supposed to be like the Colorado Rockies. I know up here is what used to be Yellowstone. But I'm trying to remember if this is supposed to be Colorado, if they had any like real large metal ore around here. I want to say no. Ugh. I want to say no. I don't think they had anything like that around here, but I might be mistaken. Feel free to correct me if I'm mistaken. Nope. Oh. Like I said, these things are everywhere, so make sure you check. Oh, so that's what's at the center of the maze. Ah, there. Like I said, if it's yellow, it's interactable. Like I did with my, my advanced harvesting skill. Like I did with my advanced harvesting video. If it's yellow, it's interactable, so feel free to shoot it. Preferably with a harvester arrow. But now that I know it's at the center of the maze, I know I'm using my ice rail.
Moving out of light. There are signals coming from all over the place.
Discharge energy mission tower of unknown design and revive facility central processor. But first things first. I gotta wonder how in the world do you practice that without dying? Level 18. Yeah, that's right, glare. Oh, careful of that. Now, any more goodies around here? Oh, yes there is. Oh, echo shell. I was hoping one of these was going to be a mythic. Oh, yes, there it is. Almost always you'll find one of these, at least one of these in here. Now... it was a tear, so... Meh, it was probably that one. Trash. But, it's most likely the very first... But it most likely will be the very first mythic coil that you'll ever have. So I suppose you can't really complain. Now I just gotta turn one of these on. Defeat the final boss. And then I will have access to this cauldron and all of its data. This will also give me a chance to explain how to take that Billowback. Once this guy wakes up.
Well, that machine's not gonna let me tinker with this stuff.
2 for 1. Billowback's got a few different attacks. If you're close enough to it, it will use that flamethrower. If not, it will lob flaming out at you. It's also not afraid to get up close. Like I mentioned, with a big slam attack like that. Or it will try to run you over like that. Alright, now to show you how to deal with this thing. Like I said, its two biggest weaknesses are its two sacks. Destroying this component will disable its fire attacks and trigger a large explosion, setting anything near on fire. This should disable it. For some reason it says it will disable its fire attacks, but for some reason it never does. Ordinarily, you know, that would mean it would like not be able to store the liquid in its throat, and it wouldn't be able to spit it. That's not what happens. Who knows, maybe they patched it since the last time I killed one of these things. It has been a while. See? It doesn't. But what will stop it is doing that. Now it's just essentially a huge watcher. There's one more attack you can do. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Big tail swing. Now. Okay, two also things as well. For those of whom are interested, these are where the shards are. And it keeps its combustible, or in the case of a freeze Billowback, it's cryogenic shard in its underside here. You gotta tear off a thick plate in order to get to it, but once you do, you can get it. And that 42 blaze coil should be worth nothing. Yep, lame. Also, why in the world do I have a blaze coil that's that high? Huh. Must have replaced it on one of my tripcasters. Now, what do you have to give? Now, what do you have to give me? And now this cauldron belongs to me.
Information about different machines. This will help me overwrite them.
Sigma's overrides available. Sawtooth, Lancehorn, Razor, and Scrapper. So now I can open. And what is this? Production, oversight analysis, additive, manufacture type, intrusion source external, countermeasure phase shift, intrusion denied. I'm guessing that's when, I'm guessing that's when Drawl went and made herself known and ended up alerting the Cauldron to her presence. Since I have the boar skins already, might as well see about helping this poor guy out. Come on. I swear, sometimes trying to steer this thing. That's where I go pondering off in the other direction. Oh, you wanna go? Ah, crud. I've hit my maximum quota for my, what I can hold. This is when... Huh. I thought that was one of them. Oh, Shard Salvager, right. This enables me to disassemble a resource. So when I have too much of something, I can disassemble it for half of its value. But since these flowers are only worth 1, It's actually like I'm disabling it for nothing. By the time I get back to not Tam. Tam's wrong. Thames. Wait, is it still Thames? I'll get Tame his ring.
I'm gonna like them if I don't spook them.
Or I could just kill them. But yeah, no, why in the world would you want to override something like these?
I gotta pick it up and move.
There.
Hard to tell the tracks apart. But this was tame. And a boar.
Alright, so get this, go back and see Tame, and that should do it for this episode. As soon as I find it...
I wonder what killed it. Froth around the mouth. Something it ate?
Okay, that's just weird. Stop doing that.
Something caught in its throat. Let's see. Here. Well, that would be Tame's ring.
Yes, hi, hello. Stop doing that. So, he did catch his prey. It literally choked. It literally choked on his ring. Most people say, you know, the last thing they say is like, I hope you choke on it. Lo and behold, his quarry actually did. Cold, 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 cold.
I'd have to ditch.
Skeleton machine part dressed in animal fur. Wet.
Thing.
What do you want? I'm a greedy little miser.
Welcome back.
I've brought you the boar skins and your lucky ring, Tame.
Tame.
All Mother be praised. Where did you find it?
Halfway down a boar's gullet. Not so lucky for the boar.
I think I'll wear it around my neck from now on.
And I got a generous reward box. Alright. Next time, gonna take care of a couple side quests. Sanctuary, this vantage point, that infected area. And then we meet Sonia. Alright. When I see you again.
Thank you for all you did.